Hey guys, it's Sugarbush here, and today I'm going to show you how to fold the Jahnke Yoda, this guy right here. And it's pretty similar to the Deluxe Yoda, but I honestly like the Jahnke Yoda a lot better. But let's just compare the two. I like this one better. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to fold this guy right here. So, I used tissue foil paper, and I used a half of a square sheet. Tissue foil, you can get 2 colors. Just look up how to make tissue foil, or maybe look at my video on how to do it. So, anyways, to get started, we're gonna fold this guy down a little bit. About that much. And this is going to determine how far down. This is going to determine how big the distance right here. This will be probably a little more because I actually folded a little bit back right there. So yeah, that's what this is right here. Unfold that. Then fold diagonally. No. Along, see how it's kind of along this right there. Well, actually, let me make it a little more clear. You can actually mountain fold along this crease that we just made. This guy right here. Actually, mountain fold it. And then just from this guy, we just make it up. We fold diagonally. Trying to keep that point right there. Then repeat that in the other direction. So you're going to fold it like this now. And this is a fairly challenging model. It's definitely harder than Deluxe Yoda. It's much harder than the Deluxe Yoda. So, it's probably only the Kawahara Yoda is harder, really, than this one. Okay, so I'm gonna refold this for a valley fold, because that's what it needs to be. So then, we have these creases. This is what you should have. Folded this guy, and you fold the diagonal along. Like, you could actually just fold this edge over to this edge like that. You could actually go like that, and then like this, if that's easier to understand. Okay. Now we're gonna fold. So this intersection, we're gonna fold it back. Pinch at that intersection right there. And then it's basically just what you do for like a water bomb base. That's what we're about to do, actually. So let me show you what I just did. You see how we have this crease right here, and it's at the intersection of these 2 diagonal creases, and we have the edges lining up. The edges are lining up. That's what that is. Now, fold this guy, fold in half like this as well. tissue foil, it might get a little wrinkly, so that's why I have to like soften it a little bit. Alright, that's that crease right there, and now we're going to make a water bomb base like this. Try to hold this in the right place. Try to keep that in the right place. I'm gonna flip it over to... Okay, give it a nice strong crease. Now, I don't know if you can tell or not, but this is Yoda's head right here. And there's gonna be some pleats that we're gonna need to make. And then, yeah, we'll end up folding that back, and that's what's gonna make this part of the head. But anyways, what you want to do first is you want to fold this guy up. Well, let's just take a look at this guy for a moment. So the fold we're going to make here should be about where this distance, which we're going to make a pleat for his eyes. The eyes right there. And just think about the distance between here and here. Just think about that for a moment. And then fold it. Let's just see. A little bit less. So it'll probably be, so the point, if you do it like mine, the point should probably come just a little bit beyond that. And try to keep it lined up with that mark. Now fold it back up, like this. That's a pleat. And actually, I like to unfold that pleat, flip it over, and then refold this guy. So basically what we did was, you see that? It's a pleat. It's similar to what you do, it's basically what you do for the deluxe Yoda. It's the same thing. So yeah, once you got that, unfold these. And now, here's where it gets a bit tricky. You gotta reverse these pleat folds. You gotta sink in and out. Here's how we do it. We open it up. Don't completely unfold these creases, but just open it up. And there should be see how there should be an outer and an inner crease. So mount and fold the outer crease. You can use these guys. Yeah, you gotta have some experience to do this. This is not for beginners. Just invert pleat fold. So we have that now. Now this the second pleat line, we need a valley fold. Just go to the other side and just give them a nice good crease. And hopefully these guys will stay in place. So that what we have now is this. See what we do? yeah, this is what we did here. That's what we did. Alright, you refold that. Now that's gonna be his eyes. Yes, this is what's gonna be his eyes. Right here. Now we're gonna make his mouth. Just think about, again, think about the distance from the eyes to the mouth. I like to mount and fold. Just do a little mount and fold. Maybe a pinch at the center. Alright. So there's that. Basically, I just flipped it over and I folded. Again, keeping this lined up. Then again, you fold it back up. Now you got to make sure you have a bit of room here, and I'll show you why in just a moment. Alright, give it a nice strong crease. So now it'll be pretty much done, but yeah, we're gonna need to, you see how there's, let me show you really quick. There's an extra sink fold here. There's an extra sink fold. And so what we have to do for that is we have to fold this back down a little bit. Maybe just, yeah, about there. Alright, then we unfold these guys here. And then we're gonna do an invert pleat fold. Sink in and out. So again, locate. There's an outer pleat. There's an outer pleat, or outer crease, and then an inner line. So again, you mount and fold the outer creases. Give them a nice good crease there. Then you valley fold the inner crease. Like that. I'm just gonna okay. And we again get that guy. And just refolding that, and then you're gonna sink fold that. Crease that well. So now you can see we have that sink fold, and that right there represents this part of the of Yoda. That's what this is. Yep, this is Yoda's head right here. This is really where it's gonna be. Yeah, so, now, next thing you do, open this, flip it over, fold it down along, so you're gonna make, see where that point is, You fold it down along. Let me just make the fold and then I'll show you what I mean. I'll tell you what I mean. So basically, we're making a mountain fold from that point where this crease intersects with the edge to where this crease intersects with the edge. Point to point. That's what that is. That's the crease that we're making. Alright. Now, fold this guy down. Okay, this part's a little bit tricky right here. I actually had trouble with this step. So we gotta... So we're right here now. I just folded this down. We have to... I'm gonna open this up. We gotta pull this... Gotta get your finger underneath. You get your finger underneath and pull it up. Like that. So basically, for part of this, we're kind of just undoing the pleat. We're undoing it. So yeah, you see that right there? And now, for the... So basically, yeah. We just undid this crease right here. Then here's... Alright. And now we fold this guy. I'm just gonna fold it all the way over. Might be a little hard to see. So basically, this guy... Okay, so this guy right here, notice how I folded all the way to that point. Yeah. And now we do the same thing here. We have this guy make it go to this point right here, or at least pretty close to it. Oh, it's pretty messy. Try to make sure it goes to that point right here. Alright, flip it over, and we have this. So now what we're going to do is just pull this over for a moment, and fold this guy over. Not quite to that corner, not quite to where this crease meets that one, just a little bit before the intersection. And then you keep this lined up. Do the same thing on the other side. Try to get them try to get this space to be equal to the space here. All right. We have that. Now unfold those. Now fold this guy up, like this. You can actually see there's there should be a mark here. You fold it about, let's say, yeah, 1/3 of the way. And now we just flip it over. Actually, here, okay, you know what, let's do it this way. From here, fold this corner, make this edge line up with that edge. Like that. Do the same thing on this side. Alright, so now we have something that looks like that. Unfold. And then we're going to fold this guy in. But then mount and fold this diagonal. So yeah, so it's like that. We take this first flap, we fold it using that diagonal that we just made. And then just let this guy squash. Put your finger right here. Just squash it down. So it should look like this. Repeat on the other side. Okay, we go like that. And we actually give this a pretty good crease. Then we squash this guy down, like that. Okay, this is gonna be, we're gonna make his hands now. So here's how we do it. First of all, we fold this guy down. It's pretty arbitrary, but I'm actually, well, you can make it fairly arbitrary, but I actually like to go to that point. But if you don't understand, just fold it down. You can make it fairly arbitrary. Alright, like that. Unfold that. You see how I made it right pretty much right at these points. Alright. Now we take this guy from this point here, from that point here, you make this point. Let me just show you. Alright, so I just made the crease. Let me show you what it basically is. You make this corner, that corner, is lining up on that line, while the crease goes down to that point, right there. And you do that on the other side as well. Alright. Now, we're gonna sort of begin unfolding. Not all the way, but just sort of unfold. Now we're gonna have to fold this guy down. Just fold this guy down. Right now, just crease it to where it intersects with the crease. Where it intersects with that crease that we just made. And sort of, well, actually, think of it as like a rabbit ear. Just think of it as kind of a rabbit ear. And then, but then make sure that this goes up to, that point right there. And I like to start by, folding it up like that. Okay, rabbit ear. And make it go up to that point. Then fold this guy down. But try to figure out where where this guy is going to lie flat. So it's like that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fold. Get a pencil out and just mark it. It's going to be this corner, or this edge is going to go up to this green spot. This edge up to where it meets the green spot. It's a kite fold. Kite fold this guy up to there. Or actually, actually leave a little bit of space in between. It's like that. Now let's do that on the other side. Alright, we have that. So these guys were made. Now, I'm gonna fold along this line right here. Then we're gonna squash this down. And you might need to get your thumb in there to make it smooth. So we're basically, so what we're doing is, we're folding this guy up and squashing this point down. Like that. And then, now, you tuck this extra layer inside. So open this up and now tuck this in. Okay, repeat on the other, and then just repeat that on the other side. Fold that up, like that, and then you squash fold. You do that, and then we tuck it underneath. Try to keep this point here well. Now we have this for his hands. And then mount and fold these corners. And then, tuck them in. Yeah, tuck them in. Tuck them in like that. Then you fold this edge goes up to this crease. Alright, now we fold it up about this much, maybe, yeah, about there. I don't know, fold it here, just fold it up like that. So you just yeah, from here you just fold it up again, and then fold it up again, and then one more time. You just fold it up. That's a pretty short Yoda, but Okay, then you fold this guy back in, like that. Fold this guy in. Now we're starting to get there. Now, for the head. We're not done with the head yet. So fold this guy back, like that. Keep that lined up. Then make a pleat here. This is actually pretty arbitrary, but I like to, let me show you. So this edge now touches that part right there, but you can make it fairly arbitrary. Repeat that on the other side. Also think about, is this how long you want the head to be? Just think about, this is now the width of the head. If you want it to be shorter, you can fold this guy in a little more. Have this guy in a little more. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. So valley fold, we'll flip it over, and mountain fold along this point. Then open the robe up a little bit, then make a pleat. Trying to keep the size of the two about the same. So now we have this. Now fold this guy back. Now remember what I said at the very beginning. This now is what is this right here. So fold it back. Notice I'm really only creasing this so far, and here's why. Because we're gonna open this up, fold it down like that. Repeat that on this side. Then we're gonna make a crease from that point to this point right there. Alright, then this, if you just have it on this point, it's not going to lie flat. So, what you have to do, okay, open up the robe, fold this guy over this way. It's like a rabbit ear now. Now just let that come down. So we basically, we had the fold right. So we had this fold, and now we're changing that fold, and we're letting that come over a little more. We're letting it move to like about here, so where it will lie flat like that. So yeah, just let me show you on the other side. So again, make this guy there to there. Then just fold it, or just bend it over. Just move it over. Then just let that flatten. And hold this. Hopefully that'll hold in place. The ears are bent down a bit, but that's fine. Because the next step is going to help a little bit. Or, well, it's going to help when we round the head. So first of all, let's fold these guys back. Fold those guys back. I actually like to, yeah, or just fold them back. Just fold these corners back. Okay. Now we're gonna make the eyes in the mouth, just like the deluxe Yoda. You bend the paper up, of course, being careful trying not to tear the paper. Just bend it. Just bend it, and then when you've bent it, you squash it down and crease. Do the same thing right here. Okay, now I got something that looks like that. Now flip it over. Then we gotta deal with, well, actually, let's just fold a little bit of this back. Just like I did for this Yoda. I folded a little bit of that back. Just fold a little bit of it back, trying to keep it symmetrical. Alright, like that. Now we're gonna fold along that edge. Like that. Crease. Then tuck it underneath. Open up the robe. And then fold this guy up like that. And tuck that underneath as well. Repeat on this side. Fold the robe over like that. Just get the robe up. Alright, flatten it down. Now, like I said, these ears are pointing down a bit much. And we want them to point a little more up. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to fold this corner back. We're going to begin folding that corner back. Then, for the ear, push in like that. Then you just fold it back like that. So basically what I did, you kind of see what happens. Then just sort of just let it squash. Let this guy just squash down. Just let it squash. Just let it squash down. Repeat on the other side. And I forgot, you can actually, let's give the mouth a little bit of shape. Let's bend it upwards. Then move it back down. Just giving his mouth, yep, just shaping his mouth a little bit. Alright. There we go. Now, you can leave it like this if you want, but I actually sync folded these guys. This part's optional right here, so unfold this. We're going to try to sync fold this. So, yeah, we just pushed that in. But yeah, if you're having trouble with this part, don't worry about it. It's optional. So push this guy, push that in like that. Alright, we're just pretty darn close to being done. And, you see how I did a little bit of extra detail for the robe? This is, you can just leave it like this if you want, but this is basically very similar to what you do for the Kawahara Yoda. So, let's flip over to the backside. Basically where, this crease is, you start making this guy move in a slightly different direction. If you know the Kawahara robe, that's basically what this is. Then you, sort of make a rabbit ear, fold this guy down. Now you can see the head is kind of in the way of this, so mount and fold this back a little bit. Just folded this guy back. And flip it over. Try to make it about symmetrical on the other side as well. Do your best. Try to make it symmetrical. Again, fold that in. Alright. Nah, it's not really, it's a little uneven, but whatever. That's the Jahnke Yoda right there. I hope you guys liked this tutorial. I hope I was clear enough on what I was doing. I hope my hands weren't hiding it too much. And I'll see you guys later.